Hey guys, this is Bill with NotaryCoach.com. Today is Monday, March 12th, and it's a little late in the day to be sending out the MOREcast follow-up on last week. This is the one I sent out on March 5th. I just want to follow it up with a video about the progress that we made and whether or not we hit the goals, and what ended up, what reality looked like versus what we had kind of set out. So one of the first things I sent out in the email, and if you haven't seen this email yet, guys, I send this out every Monday. It's just basically an overview of how I'm growing my notary and signing business across the country. And I'm sharing that with full transparency and hope that you might be able to use some part of that to help grow your own business, however you see fit. And then I'm sharing wins, losses, the slow progress versus some of the fast stuff as well. So let's just jump right into it and talk about the signing schedule. Signings are up with my particular clients very strong. So that's the great side of that, of course, is it's great for business. The downside is that it keeps me busier and unfocused on some of the other things that I really want to get going. But I'm not complaining. It's a good problem to have, and we're working on the staffing program ramping up so we're never short-staffed and I can eventually slowly not do as many signings. Now, we've got for the Sign and Thrive students the application process to be a signer and a notary for Notary Coach has been released last week, so we did actually hit that goal, and we've already got our first signing agents signed up for that. So that's in the works. If you're a student of the Sign and Thrive and you still haven't signed up for that yet, you'll definitely want to do that. So let's move on to what I'm reading. I'm still reading the Rise of Superman, Decoding the Science of Ultimate Human Performance. Now, this is actually a really interesting book about pushing boundaries, and it uses adventure sports as kind of the guideline for that and how it's progressed human potential more in the last 30 years than over the past couple of centuries put together. So it's actually really interesting, and if you're interested in what is possible for you or possible for humanity, I highly recommend you take a look at it. It's really fascinating, although I have not had as much time to read as I had hoped. So I'm still making slow progress on that one. It's called The Rise of Superman. It's written by Kotler. Okay. Stuff I'm loving this week. I'm actually talking to you on it right now. The Microsoft Surface Pro. It is probably the best investment I've made as far as technology goes. I've never actually spent this much money on technology, and granted, this is only like $1,100, but I'm kind of a cheapskate when it comes to laptops and technology because I'm not very versed in it, and they always seem to break anyway. So I'm used to spending $200 or $300 on a laptop these days. So this was a significant investment, but I'm so glad that I did it. It's very lightweight, super thin, like almost barely more than a cell phone. And of course, a little bigger screen. And it has full functionality, so I can control my whole business on this. Although the reality is, guys, if you're new to this industry, you can run most of your business right on a smartphone, a good smartphone. So you don't necessarily need a laptop or a computer, but as you start progressing and maybe you have multiple streams of revenue, which means multiple businesses, you might end up needing something like this. So I'm really happy with the investment there. I listed here that I spent $1,100 at Costco. I love shopping at Costco because they have a very generous return policy if you need to. But then also they have this Surface Pro on special right now as a bundle for $850. So check that out if you're in the market. The quote that spoke to me this week, and this is still huge, guys. I use this in previous businesses and everything. And it's a quote from Victor Hugo. There is nothing more powerful than an idea whose time has come. In that, there's no greater truth than that. Ideas will happen whether or not you take action. So the key, of course, is for you to be the one that takes action. I keep talking about how much this mobile notary and loan signing business is ripe for innovation. It's very inefficient as far as how the lending process goes, the signings, the scheduling, everything. There's so much room for improvement here, guys. All this needs is a good idea and the technology and the action the execution to make it happen. This very well could be you. I'm hoping that I can inspire the next great idea. If you don't, I probably will at some point, guys. I'm constantly innovating and coming up with ideas, and I'm in this for the long haul. This is my business, and I'm looking to make a difference, not only on the loan signing and the training side, so you can spark your own businesses, but I would love to innovate, and I love blazing paths. I don't like to follow other people. I like to do new things. So those lots of stuff coming up, but I'd rather inspire you to do it as well. All right, the goals, keep writing. I have been staying on task with this, writing anywhere from 1,000 to 3,000 words a day. So the book is progressing very, very well. I'm excited about it. I wanted to create and release the Sign and Thrive affiliate program. That is created. I just have not released it yet. I'm sitting with it. I'm not sure that I want to release it. I'm not sure it's a good fit for what we've got going on here. Release the new promos from Green Monkey. There's some cool stuff going on through my partner, Green Monkey Marketing, but I'm not yet ready to release that. So that will probably come at the end of this week. So you'll see some emails about that. The Next Level Notary webinar went phenomenally well. We had LaTanya Howard. She spoke about the service office space and how that can create value for your clients and help grow your notary business more than any other notary is out there. So if you haven't seen it yet, we made it public. It's on YouTube as well. I'm still working on the real estate industry campaign. Guys, this is going to be huge for you, so I'm going to be sharing it in the MOREcast. But this will change the paradigm about who is responsible for hiring notaries and who takes control over that. And it gives lots of opportunity to us, so we're not so reliant on signing companies and escrow officers for our business. We can actually tap into the real estate agents and help get them to promote our business because of a win-win relationship that we have. I'm going to start talking really fast because the sun is setting out here in Arizona, so I'm losing light very, very quickly. The SEO and the notary for notarycoach.com. I'm working with Green Monkey Marketing on to do the local search engine optimization for my website. And it's been a little slow going, but it does take a little bit of time. They're waiting for the onboarding form, which is a comprehensive, basically like application about me, my values, what's important for me, my customers, my signing agents, and how I want to build my business. They're very thorough, and I'm actually really excited to fill that out. Number 7, the multilingual loan signing. Guys, this is coming. I'll share this as it comes. I've had to reschedule the multilingual loan signings a few times this week, but I've got some really cool ones coming. I'm excited to share the tool that I'm using to do those. I'm hoping that it works as well as I had hoped. It could change the industry and really open up some doors for you guys. Release the module on various general notary documents. That's actually really coming up. I know the person I have working on that is waiting on some information from me. So hopefully by the end of this week, we'll have a module about a lot of the different documents that you might happen across doing general notary work, because I'm a proponent for marketing yourself doing general notary work. As the notary fees increase across the country, there's a really good opportunity to make a great living, never having to sign a mortgage loan package. So just doing titles, power of attorneys, quitclaim deeds, that kind of stuff. There's still some good money there. And then, of course, number 9, I want to make it easier to register for the Sign and Thrive Notary Training course. Right now, when you go to the training tab at notarycoach.com, it makes you sign up for the email, which is important, but I am going to make that a little easier so you can just register for this training if and when you're ready. We're just about ready to make that easy, and that will probably be this week. So I am a little behind on some things, way ahead on others, which is the story of my life, but that is what happens whenever you take on big tasks. So I'm not too worried about it. I know that I'm on track. We've been super productive, and I'm real excited for this coming week. I will send out this week's MOREcast email with the goals coming up soon. Thank you so much for listening. Have a great night.